Okay, it's day 29, and you're making great progress. You're getting through your days. You're standing on your own 2 feet. You're trying to put together this life. But now you're sometimes in a place of, geez, I wish they could see like how well I'm doing or the progress I'm making. And do they notice? And you really start to focus on what they are seeing within you when really the focus still needs to be on you. But what happens here is now that you got beyond the place of needing them, because before, remember, you needed them like you needed oxygen. They were the answer to you in this state of the spiral and really kind of drowning in the sorrow. They were the ones who could come and kind of scoop you up and save you. But now you saved yourself. Like you really did. You're getting through the process. You're able to get through your days. You're not functioning at an extremely high level, but you're functioning nonetheless. But now you start to think about them in a totally different way. Now you start to still need validation from them. So this comes from a place of, after a breakup, the rejection that we feel, and I know that's such a terrible word, it's so tough to get through. The rejection that we feel is heavy on us. In fact, if we gave a lot in that relationship, believe it or not, at the end, you were kind of an empty cup at this point. You gave. Not only did it not keep the relationship together, but you're facing a breakup. And more likely than not, if you're still really struggling, your other person could not be. And so looking at them and looking at you makes you really feel even lower than you felt after the breakup. You feel like there's something wrong with you, and there's not. There's nothing wrong with you. But we start to think, why are they okay and we're not? We must not mean as much as they mean. And we really start to question our own value and self-worth. It is in the gutter after a breakup. So this is why you're looking for them to validate you, to give you that feeling of you meant something, you mattered, you were important, you were not that easy to just walk away from. Trust me, you weren't. They are going to sit with this in a little bit of time. Don't worry about that for one single second. But this is how you're going to feel. So now the search for validation from this person is not so much coming from this place of needing them in your life to support you and help you survive. This is coming from almost an ego place. And I'm not saying you're egocentric and you need to think you're better than everybody. No, I mean ego in this sense of self. Like we need people to tell us we're good enough, we mattered, we meant something. So you're searching for the validation from the one person who told you no, because we don't seek it from the people around us who love us every day, who are always there for us, who are consistent. They prove it on a daily basis. We feel so comfortable and secure in that relationship that we don't need it to be validated on a daily basis. But when someone shakes us to our core and tells us you weren't worth this fight, you weren't worth it, I didn't love you enough to pursue this relationship, which is all false. Please believe all these narratives that you hear are completely false. A breakup is 100% usually in the other person that broke up with you, when they are feeling like you were bringing everything you could to the relationship and it wasn't quite enough for whatever they needed at that time. Most breakups are someone struggling with something internally that they just can't work through in a relationship, which you should be able to work through anything in a relationship. Your partner should be that person to carry you through, but some people really do exit because they don't feel like they can do that. So at this point, you really have to start saying to yourself, this breakup does not represent my value. It does not represent my value. This is a breakup, and breakups happen every single day for reasons outside of I wasn't good enough. And that's exactly the truth of it. So stop looking to them because your ego is bruised at this point. You're not looking to them now to validate you because you think they're this like super incredible person that has to validate you. You're looking at it because it seems like they're above you because of the fact that they broke up with you possibly, or they didn't put the effort into the relationship and were as committed as you were. So this is where we start to rebuild our life, not only to regain an identity, but also to start getting our value back again. So when they take away our value, instead of going to them to seek it, again, we have to produce it for ourselves. And this is where you start to get into, taking classes of some kind, learning a new skill, taking a lesson of maybe a sport you wanted to learn, hanging out with different friends, giving yourself different life experiences, really creating this individual that you want to be now. Look at those things like we talk about, doing the full audit of your life. Where are you in that? Have you done anything to help yourself regain that value that was stripped away at the breakup? So today, really sit down and say, okay, I think I'm looking to be validated by them because they took away my value when they walked away. But I don't need them to value me. In fact, I don't even know if they're a high standing person to seek validation from, because usually they're not. So don't look to them to validate you anymore. Start to look in your inner circle. Look at your friends. Look at your family. Look at the people who validate you daily, but you don't notice it because they never rejected you. Look to them because they're going to tell you who you are. They're going to let you know you're so loved, like you're so cherished. You are precious to us. We love spending time with you. We get happy when we see your face. We want to go out with you. So look at those people first and let them give you that validation that you're missing from your other person, and then start to develop that within yourself, because the road back from this very low place that we reach after a breakup is long and winding and so difficult. The road back is the road to self. It's the road back to you. So look at this road back to you, and what are you putting in this road for yourself? Are you taking care of your health and wellness? Are you, spending time with the family members who absolutely adore you? Are you reading something, learning something, volunteering your time? What are you doing daily to add to your own value? So because they took it away, don't seek it from them. Start to look at the people around you, because yours is almost too low right now to even feel any kind of self-worth. And I know that. I know that. So look to the people around you first, the people who really do love you, who want to be with you daily, and then start to develop that in yourself. And once you start to recover from this and get to a place of, oh my God, I'm functioning every day, I'm learning new things, I'm meeting new people, I'm elevating myself. The level up is unbelievable. The boss up, the level up, whatever you want to call it. You are going to shoot right out of their league. I'm telling you this. Because if they jumped into something new specifically, there's not growth there. That's a very difficult thing to do, is to just keep going from one to another to another. There's no personal growth because your identity is always wrapped up in being a couple. Yours is going to be wrapped up in being you. So your identity is not working on couples things right now. Your identity is, who are you? Who are you in all of this? So where are you taking yourself? And are they going to be lucky to try to make their way back to you at some point? Lucky to sit at your table, because now you are, you're the rocket ship now. So keep doing that. Keep getting through. And day 29 of you. This is your brand new life. You.